Hey guys, today we have this 2009 Land Rover Range Rover with a 4.2 liter supercharged. We're going to be doing a transmission fluid change using this ZF Lifeguard Fluid 6, and comes with that we're going to dropping this is the transmission oil pan filter, and it has a new bolt in it. Everything's in there, magnets and everything. This is the Vico brand. All right, let's get started. All right, before we lift this up and drain the transmission fluid, what I like to do is to warm up the car. So right now it's running, and I have my scan tool. So the transmission oil temperature is 109 right now. So that's the proper temperature, around 105 Fahrenheit. And I'm gonna turn this off and lift the car up. All right, so we're underneath the car, and this is the oil pan. As you can see on the back side, that's the drain plug. And with that, we're gonna be using this Allen 10mm, and that fits here. That's to drain all the oil. And these all bolts around here, you're gonna find the right Allen for that. But right now, let's go ahead crack this loose. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and loose this one. That is going tight. Let's go ahead and loosen it. This is not really that tight, as you can see. It's spinning already. Let's see if we can remove this one. All right, get be ready to make some spill. And this is going to be pretty hot because we warmed it up. There you go. Ooh, drop it. Don't worry about the one, because this one we're going to have a new one on this one. I just like to check it out. As you can see, that's really dark. And we're going to go ahead let that drain. Look at that. Making a lot of mess right now. There you go. What you should have done is crack loose this one too. The fuel plug. You can crack loose that so that won't happen. But I did not crack loose it. But I should have done that. But anyway, so from here we're gonna go ahead get the Allen for all the bolts that holds the pan. All right, so now that those are drained, let me show you this fuel plug Allen. This is size 8mm. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm gonna go ahead lose all this. This is a Torque T40. The T40 bit. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen all these. This shouldn't be very tight because the torque for this is torque spec is only like a bit, I think 8 foot-pounds, so it shouldn't be pretty hard. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove all that so I can drop the whole pan. This one comes with a electronic gasket sleeve. That's right here on the back side of the transmission. On the passenger side, what you're gonna do is get a flat screwdriver, push it up counterclockwise, and it will disconnect. Mine is not leaking, as you can see, but might as well go ahead and replace it while you get the fluid is empty. All right, so I got mostly all the bolts out. I have 4 corners still attached, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove that right now. Let me get this one corner here first. So I got one. This is out one corner. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this end corner here. So got two more left. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I can catch this one. So I'm gonna remove one from the front side. There you go. I'm just gonna twist it by hand if I can. Maybe not. I'm gonna go ahead and use the extension and this torque wrench. It wasn't easy, so I'm gonna hold this up so it doesn't drop on me. I'm just gonna hold this up until I can remove all the bolts. Let's see, still pretty deep. There you go. Okay, this one is out, and the last one's right here. It should be out too. So I think everything is out. What I'm going to do is drop this slowly. Pan. Make sure. Slowly. There you go. Alright. So I got all the... Go ahead and flip this over. This is the inside of our pan. We're gonna go ahead and check this out. What does it look like? Okay, so that is dropped already. Make sure you got this part, the gasket here is not, it's still attached, as you can see, because sometimes it gets stuck there, up there. And we're gonna go ahead and clean this area before we put it back. The fluid seems a bit low for me, so hopefully this will fix our issue. But this is it, and we're gonna go ahead clean this up and put the new one in. So whilst the oil pan is out, we can go ahead and replace this electrical socket plastic adapter by removing this here, by pulling this down, and that will able to remove the old one out. Like, this is the old one out. I got it out from here. Now let's see, let me show you again. And it's only go one way. So once it's in like that, you pull this down and it should be able to come out. Pull it out and you see this tab in the bottom that goes forwards down. And this is the new one, and this is facing down, and put some grease in here for the rubber gasket so it will go in pretty good. Let's go ahead, put it in. Let's see, and it should go in all the way in. So that should go all the way in right here. Put it inside. Make sure the tab is facing down, and then just gonna make sure it's click, and then after that we're gonna go ahead push this back in. There we go. As you can see, it's flush right now. It's pretty flush right now. Let me focus it. See that? That's flush. And then we're gonna go ahead and install this back, connect it back. Wow, it's in there. Let me see. It should go in pretty easy. It's only going one way. Let's see. There you go. Clicks. Push it down, and that should be secure pretty good. Then after that, we're gonna go ahead put the pan back in. Okay, to clean this area here around this where the gasket goes in, what I use is the Scotch-Brite, and then just a brake cleaner. I'm gonna go ahead and wet it. As you can see, I'm gonna wet it with brake cleaner, and then scrub that all the deposit out there so it'll be smooth. and later on I'm gonna make sure they are all dry. So I'm gonna scrub it around it, and then I'm gonna wipe it with a rag with the brake cleaner as well, so all the fluid is gonna be dry. I'll do that all around it and then show you what it looked like after. As you can see, that's more cleaner on that side now. And then just go ahead and clean that. It doesn't take long, so this is pretty good. It's not even rusty or a lot of mud in there. So clean that real quick. Alright, let's go ahead and check out this old and new pan filter that we have. This is the old one. It doesn't look too bad. Doesn't have much dirt in there. This is the magnet, but the magnet is dirty, as you can see. So the magnet, and these are the old bolts. Okay, I'm gonna set that in the side. Let's go ahead and check the brand new one that we have. This one, let's put this on the side. Yeah, it's a mess here. This one, let's open this one up. When you remove this plug here, this comes with a rubber gasket. So we're gonna grease that in a little bit. And this one here, what is this? Whoa, this is the one for the filter. We can replace this one too. Go ahead and do that. That's for the connector, wire connection. So this is it. We got a new bolts here, and you look out here, this is pretty identical. We got a magnet plug. This should be tight already. Max 8 millimeter. All right, let's put this in. Oh, watch out. Crack that one. Let's put this in. All right, let's go ahead and install the new pan filter. I'm gonna go ahead and dry this up for the last time with the rag. As you can see, it's pretty clean. And this one's a little bit oil dripping this side. I'm just gonna wipe that out. Make sure that's dry. And then I'm gonna go ahead, get the new pan. This is the filter. Make sure you lube this side here that goes on this hole here. Make sure to lube that one, the gasket, so it will go in pretty easy. Once you have that goes in, let's see. It should snap in. Okay, that is snapped in. Then get all the bolts ready. What I'm gonna put like at least 4, couple of them, just to hold it. And get one here on this side and on the other side, so we can just hold it at least in place. Here you go. Got one here and one on the other side. So our hand's gonna be free. See that? Then let's go ahead and put the rest. All right, so now we got everything back in. What we need to torque is all these bolts need to be torqued to 8 Newton meter, and that's 8 Newton meter equivalent to 5.9, almost 6 foot-pounds, and 70-inch foot-pounds. So go back to 8 Newton meter. This is not should be too tight, so we're gonna go from the inside and out. I'm gonna try torque it from inside, zigzag it going out. So let's start with this. Let me see this one, and this one should have a beep. So I'm gonna do it gradually, one at a time. See that one beep a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead, do this, and then once done, we're gonna go ahead. This one should be 8 Newton meter as well, but that one is already installed. So let's see if that's about 8 Newton meter. If you're not So you're just refueling it. So the max is 8. So this is not even tight, but I'm gonna go ahead tight it all the way to, this one says 8mm. That's the maximum. So right now, let me tighten it up to like about, not tight too much, about 6. So that's about 6 Nm. So I'm gonna stop there. It says max is 8, but I'm not gonna do it max on that one. So let's go ahead and finish this up, and then so we can fill it up. Okay, so once everything is torqued down, let's go ahead loosen this fill plug. I feel a little bit tight here. There you go. And this one is size, what size Allen is this? 8mm Allen. So 8mm Allen. So open this up, and we're gonna fill it up some fluid in this side. And then once it's a little bit full, we're gonna start the car up. And from this one, I'm gonna use something. All right, let me go ahead, have this pump connected to this per quart that we have. ZF Lifeguard Fluid 6, and we have this little hose here that connects on top. Let me show you. Once that's connected there, let's see. Make sure. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this here real quick. I'm gonna, let's see. No, it doesn't go all the way in, but that's good enough for me. It doesn't go all the way in because something is blocking there. What I can do, I can remove that piece, and then see if I can remove that piece. Doesn't really help much, so I'm just gonna remove it. Hold on. Okay, so that, clean the tip real quick. So remove that piece. What I'm gonna do is just put that in there and pump it. Some fluid there. Go. And this is how I'm gonna pump it. As you can see, should pump this fluid in there. Until I'm gonna match how much fluid that came out. And then I'm gonna stop from there. All right, so it's a little bit dripping right now. It's kind of full. For the reason is it's not actually full. I only put like about 2 quarts, 2.5. That's a new one, and I've used 2 of them. This is I'm just putting the old one to the empty container. The reason why start sipping out already because I'm not level. My back is lower to the front. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop the car, drop the front just a little bit. We'll see, because we are slanted going to the back, so that's why it's dripping there. So you want it as flat as you can, so you can see this one. See, you gotta level that just a little bit. Okay, so now it's overflowing now. Again, we go ahead, close this up, and we're gonna warm the car up to like 100 degree Fahrenheit on the transmission. Go ahead, clean this up real quick. And with that, you need to have into let me clean this real quick. This side. We gotta get it up into normal temperature. We're gonna run the car. We're gonna drop the car and run it around about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're gonna go ahead and add some more. All right, so the car is running right now. We're gonna wait till we get a transmission oil temperature up to 105 degree Fahrenheit. Right now it's a 91. So once it's reached to 105 or about 100 degree, we're gonna lift it up and open that fuel plug and put some more transmission fluid in there. So right now we're just gonna wait for that. And you can actually run the gear shifter gear to park neutral on all the shifter gears about 5-10 minutes. All right, this is about 102 degree Fahrenheit, and it's only been like about 5-10 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift it up, and I'm gonna start filling some more fluid. Okay, so now we got it lifted up. Let's go ahead and plug this. Remove this one again. We're gonna fill some more fluid in there until it starts dripping out. Open that. As you can see, nothing is dripping because we're gonna go ahead and fill some more. So right now I'm pumping it. Some more fluid. Make sure you don't touch the catalytic converter. That's really hot. The exhaust side. So right now I'll kind of put only 3 quarts right now. This is the 4th bottle. We'll see how many fluid we're going to be pumping in there. Okay, so this one is my 6 quarts that I'm gonna put in. We'll see if we have any signs of flowing out. And now, still not. I think that's it, guys. Start flowing slowly. So I'll put a good 5 quarts in there. Still not flowing much, so I'm gonna keep pouring. Okay, I think that's it. So you can see, start trickling out. I'll try to add some more. We'll see how dirty it is. So, oh shoot! All right, so that's it, guys. I think that's good enough for me. It start pouring pretty good. So I'm gonna get my my fuel plug. Go ahead, close it down. I'll close this, and I'm gonna turn off the car, and that is it. I'm gonna clean this up too. So tight it. All right. I believe that's pretty tight for me. And then clean up just a little bit. Make sure all this is clean. I'm gonna let it dry and check if there's any leaks. Alright. And that's it, guys. And then we're gonna drop it. Should be it.